You know, one of the things I'm learning out here is that no 2 weeks in log home restoration ever look the same. Some weeks you're on one project from start to finish. Other weeks you're bouncing between jobs, crews, tools, and completely different stages of restoration. And this was definitely one of those weeks. I started the week on a garage restoration using the Sashco system, and I was flying solo on this project. There's something different about working on a project by yourself. Every step is yours, every detail is yours, and that means every mistake is yours too. No pressure, right? The garage has seen its share of weather, and like a lot of these structures, the goal wasn't to replace it. The goal was to preserve it. And that's one of the things I've come to appreciate about this trade. We're not just painting something a new color. We're protecting wood that's been standing for years and helping it last for years to come. Working through the Sashco system really gives you an appreciation for how much preparation goes into a quality finish. Everybody loves seeing the final reveal, but most of the work happens long before that. It's all the steps people never notice that really make the difference. Once that project was finished, it was back to working with the crew on a huge shop restoration. And when I say huge, I mean this place is huge. This wasn't the kind of project where you can just stand on the ground and comfortably reach everything. This was lifts, ladders, more lifts, and then a few taller ladders just to keep things interesting. We spent our time restoring all the trim and post around the building, bringing them back to the rich black finish that they originally were. Piece by piece, section by section, the building started coming back to life. Now, the lifts definitely make life easier, but there are always those spots they can't quite reach. And somehow, I always seem to find those spots. Every crew has that person who ends up on the sketchy ladder, and apparently this week, that person was me. Again. There were definitely a few moments where I looked down and thought, the ground looked a lot friendlier from down there. But that's part of the job. Sometimes you've got to go where the work is. Once we wrapped up there, it was off to another project that couldn't have been any more different. For a day, we were focused entirely on prep work. Buffy padding the entire exterior of a house, and then applying a borate treatment to get it ready for stain. It's one of those parts of the restoration that doesn't make for the most exciting before and after photos, but it's definitely critical. Borate helps protect the wood from future issues, and proper preparation creates the foundation for everything that comes after. A lot of people think restoration starts with stain, and it doesn't. Restoration starts with preparation. And then, just when I thought my arms had done enough work for 1 week, the next day showed up. Another house, another prep stage. This time, the mission was so simple. Sand. Everything. The entire exterior needed to be gone over with flap discs to prepare it for the next phase of restoration. If you've never used a flap disc on weathered wood, let me tell you, it is not a gentle process. Hour after hour, working your way around the house, removing weathered fibers, and opening up the surface so it's ready for the next stage. It is very physical work. Your hands feel it, your shoulders feel it, your back definitely feels it. And by the end of the day, every muscle from my shoulders to my fingertips knew exactly what we had accomplished. And then there was the dust. So much dust. An unbelievable amount of dust. And at some point, I stopped trying to stay clean and just accepted my fate. My clothes were covered, my shoes were covered, my hair was covered, my face was covered, and I'm pretty sure I inhaled enough sanding dust to become part of the log home myself. That's the thing I'm learning about this trade the most. The transformation doesn't happen in one big moment. It happens through hundreds of small steps done the right way. And while this week left me tired, dusty, and probably in need of a pressure washer, it also reminded me why I came out here to learn in the first place. Every project teaches something new. Every job site brings a new challenge, and every week seems to be an adventure of its own. So that's a wrap on this week. Next week, who knows? Maybe more lifts, maybe more ladders, maybe more sanding dust. Hopefully less sanding dust. But whatever comes next, I'll take you along for the ride. See you next week.